Brickhouse.
What is going on, guys? This is Brickhouse Anime.
It
Lookish,
is. Yep. Hi. That's my name.
how are
Don't
you
abuse
today?
it. I'm alright.
So today we have a guest
We
on our
do.
show. Yes, Mr. Deadpool. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. How about you boys?
Hey,
Appreciate
and
having me on the show.
hey, no worries there. If you do a good job, we might bring you back.
Wow, tempting.
Yeah,
You
yeesh.
may have to make you sign
Yeah.
a contract. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind the job, but get a little bit of money here and there. I need a little bit extra cash anyway.
I never said anything about Pacer.
Oh,
You
well,
didn't.
never.
No.
Yeah, I wish, especially when everything's going on.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's going on. So, all right. So today we will be discussing fantasy, like
We shall. Shows.
yeah, fantasy type anime,
Yeah.
and
Good stuff. Good genre.
to anybody who obviously knows, isekai is a big part of fantasy. But we're gonna try not to talk about isekai too much today
Mm-hmm.
because I kind of want to make a separate video on that.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
I mean, personally, I'm a fan of fantasy. Whatever media, it's in. Fantasy films, books. I just like the genre really as a whole.
yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite types of genres, especially
I
you
don't think
go
you need
out.
to say type of genre.
Oh, good point. It's,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite genres. Um,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like everybody can get behind fantasy in general because it's so out of this world that some
Quite
people can't
literally,
even
yeah.
access it. But yeah,
I'm
and it's
isekai.
just interesting. So
Definitely is.
All right. So,
So, do we have any special lists for today, or are we
uh,
freestyle again?
I have already pulled up a list.
I'm a big
And
guy.
honestly and truthfully, some of these are just like, okay, they're mostly isekai.
It's fine. I can fill in some for you if you
Yeah,
need.
I've got a couple. I mean, obviously, Deadpool will plug and you will plug where you guys come up with an idea or
Mhm.
what anime that I'm not referring to. So, I guess I'll just start us off right quick on one that's on the list.
Go for
Uh,
it.
Seven Deadly Sins.
Seven Deadly.
ooh,
That is a
that
fantasy.
that is a good anime. I love
I
it.
finished up till the newest season, but I couldn't bring myself to watch past the first episode.
Ah,
I didn't really like the look of it anymore.
Yeah, the anime itself on I think it's like what part one of season 3 is
Couldn't tell you.
Netflix buried it basically. They didn't want to do it anymore, and the
pretty much.
fans petitioned them saying no, you have to do it. And Netflix was like, well, damn, I guess we have to do it. But nobody ever said we had to not half-ass it. So that's pretty much what they did. They half-assed it. Now,
You may have outsmarted me, but I outsmarted your outsmarting.
yeah,
Ah,
basically,
complex,
yes,
big
the
brain.
big brain flex. So basically, what happened was, um, part 2 of season 3 has been picked up by a different
Publisher?
no
Distributor?
no
Company?
uh yes, in the sense of like the animation. The animation has been picked up by another company. I don't remember which company it is, but they have already come out with part 2 of season 3, and I think you got there's a special website you got to go to because they haven't released it for streams to watch it, but apparently it's out there. So,
Well, maybe I'll slog through it eventually.
I mean, people find it, then you surely know that everybody's gonna jump on it, find another one. So it's just how this society goes at this point. We're all smart enough to get past everything that we can to just get something that we want.
yep. So it's out there for those of you who don't know.
Somewhere.
Yeah, it's out there somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but it's out there. All right, so bookish, throw one in.
Throw one in? Okay, how about Grand Crest Senki? Records of Grand Crest War.
Yeah, that's a great one
Thought it was
actually.
pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good anime.
Have you seen it, Deadpool?
I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen like probably half of it. I haven't really gone to depth with it because I don't know why, but like as time went on with the show, I just started losing interest. I don't like because when you first start the show, you get that drive. It's like, okay, I want to see the next episode. It keeps going and going. But for me, it slowly drifted off like after episode 10.
What happened in
That's where
episode 10? It's been a while since I watched it.
If I remember right, it's where I think it's right after the whole betrayal battle thing, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's after the whole betrayal. I don't know, take over pretty much most of the kingdoms he's allied himself with. So I think it kind of gets a little stale after that, but then it picks up.
It picks up, definitely.
Yeah, it picks up like episode 12, 11.
I can't give exact episodes. It's been far too
Yeah.
long since I've watched
It's
it.
been a while since I've seen it as well. So
It's been a while since any of us seen it, but I'll definitely go back at it and watch it on whatever because I get like multiple streaming medias anyway. So I'll just go back and watch it again.
Like out of all the sort of like war tactics sort of things, like anime types, it's probably my favorite, honestly. I do really enjoy it.
But especially of how like what year it's dated in, it's actually tactics are very advanced, which was the main thing that interested me because it was like so far ahead of its time in terms of battle tactics, which I loved.
That abstract thinking.
Yeah, and because like if we compare it to like today's battle tactics in real life and their battle tactics, it's like you can think of those battle tactics happening in real life not that far long ago, like really not that long ago, which is how crazy these creators are with anime because they think ahead, they think of so far ahead of themselves. And that's why I love fantasy because people just
they're always thinking like how to outdo everything else that they've seen.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if this is really popular, how can we take that one step ahead? Or how can we just create something completely different?
all right, go ahead and put one in there, Deadpool.
I might have to say Sword Art Online.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, it's just let's be honest, just fantasy, romance, and a bunch of other little stuff just in one show, and it just in general, it's a good show. I mean,
I watched up until what came first? Was it the second season or the Ordinal Scale movie?
It was
second season, then Ordinal Scale.
So I watched up until Ordinal Scale.
Me, I have watched up until like before Alicization came out. So I still need to watch Alicization.
I haven't watched Alicization. I haven't watched it.
Both of you were on the same level when it comes to Sword Art. You both disgust me.
I'm sorry, Sword Art. The first half of the first season was really good. I liked it. But then
The
it's like they
first
keep on trying
season,
to replicate the first half of the season
Yeah.
and kind of failing at it, honestly. They want to add that life or death tension that, the first half had, but they just can't find a way that actually brings weight.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah, makes sense.
It's like you die, you're like, okay, yeah, no, they can literally die. Battles have weight. Then it's like you get into the second half and it's like, oh, they're just playing a video game.
Yeah, literally between season 1 and season 2, it's just like,
Even just the
okay,
first half of season 1 and the second half of season 1.
yeah, just like in general, that if
It's like, oh,
somebody,
so if he dies, it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
you
They just
actually
respawn.
like you can see in their deathbeds, like for a glimpse that they're actually dead, which actually gave the person watching a glimpse of like, oh my god, this is
It's
for
like this is
real.
life or death. This is anyone can die. I feel like
Yeah,
if they did take the sort of like Game of Thrones Attack on Titan route where it's like anybody can die, you know,
at
like
any
watch
Well,
out.
I
I
well,
mean,
feel like
like
it might have been a bit more.
like I've told you before, Bookish, they do bring back the somewhat aspect of it, except it's not your
Yeah, but they
life.
did that in season 2 as well, but
Yeah, no, this is on the same level of season 1, except now you're pretty much your mind is at stake, which you're basically gonna die regardless. But you okay, basically what's gonna happen is if you get hurt enough, you're gonna go through shock and you could die, or you're gonna get hurt enough and it's gonna leave you mentally like vegetableized. Like it's gonna leave you,
vegetabilized, nice.
yeah, it's gonna leave
I
you a
see.
vegetable, basically.
It's gonna
Basically, it's
leave you a
gonna,
vegetable. Awfully
yeah,
nice of them.
yeah. So the newest season that's fixing to come out, they're fixing to have a fight, and it's just everything's on the line again. So
Honestly, I've heard it's good, but I'm not sure
it
if I can
is,
bring myself to watch it.
it is good.
I
It
want
is
to at
really
least
good.
finish
And
all the other
finally,
shows.
based like I told you before, there was a whole freaking part of a season where there's no protagonist.
Well, is there a season where Asuna isn't a character?
Pretty much that season, yeah. Asuna's there for like one episode.
I don't
But
even like. Why is Asuna the main? Tell her to
because
feck off.
I mean, let's be honest. In terms of SAO, Kirito, or however you want to pronounce, or whatever you want to go him by, it doesn't matter. It's your opinion. I go him by
Kazuto.
Kirito.
Kazuto.
I go
Kirito.
Kirito.
I
Kazuto.
go Kirito. I go him
Everyone
by.
calls him Kirito.
A lot of people do, a lot of people don't. Just depends on your preference. So again, he's really the main protagonist or the male protagonist, while Asuna is the main female protagonist, which I can see
Unfortunately.
why. Yeah, unfortunately. I can see why they took the route of just having the male protagonist in there while just leaving her out because they wanted to show new faces. So that way everybody can just be like, okay, hey, we still got your main boy. We have him here, but we need to take Asuna out for like
Well,
this period of time so that way we can show y'all new faces.
well,
And that's why that everybody got like a little bit upset, but not
I don't
too
think
upset.
anybody in Sword Art Online is actually a good character.
I'm gonna stop you there.
Okay,
I'm gonna stop
so
you
far.
there.
So far.
Yeah,
where I'm at.
no, to where you're at, yes. No. I am absolutely like the two new characters that show up in Alicization blows every other character in Sword Art, even Kirito, out of the water. Like
Kirito's
they're
just an edgelord.
yeah, basically, but at least he has, some character. But these guys that just showed up, oh my god, the backstory, the significance of how they change as a character, it's all there. Like, it's all there. I'm telling you, you guys should just go and watch Alicization. Go watch Alicization. Everybody who was ever a Sword Art online fan pretty much agrees with the fact that season 1 was great up until Alfheim. Alfheim, it kind of backtracked a little bit, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, most people were like, it's okay, it's watchable. And then season 2 came out, and most people were like, this is horrible. Why would you make this? And then people watched Ordinal Scale. Ordinal Scale was pretty good.
I liked Ordinal Scale.
Ordinal Scale was pretty good. It brought their ratings back up.
Yeah.
Then and then basically after that it was okay, how are we going to redeem ourselves in the anime? And Alicization was that redeeming quality. There's more world building in Alicization than there was in Alfheim or Einkrad combined.
When we say we're not going to talk about Isekai, then name like the biggest one. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
No.
I mean, it's not technically isekai though. It's just video game. Like,
That still counts.
anyways, moving on to the next one because we've stayed on Sword Art for too long. All right, Fairy Tail.
I haven't really watched it. I watched like 2 episodes.
Seriously? Oh my god! I need to watch the final season. That's the only thing that I'm missing.
You were slapping the face to Fairy Tail fans worldwide, sir. It's just like you can't not watch the final season of Fairy Tail. Fairy
Yeah,
Tail's
I
amazing.
know.
It's
Stuff
amazing.
because I got caught up in other animes. Okay, leave me alone.
Fairy Tail is amazing.
And when you can't
I-
say
I
anything, you
won't-
sit back
I
and
hate-
listen.
Absolutely.
Bookish.
bonkers.
I want, even though there is over, there's about roughly around 300 episodes. Whenever you get some time, man, I know the power of friendship is kind of overbearing in this show, but if you look past that, it's an amazing show.
I'm already juggling One Piece, Black Clover, Naruto, and some side ones. Like,
I'll just say One Piece is just a whole bunch of episodes just in general. And it's like for me, I don't think I will just have the mentality to just sit down and watch it. My friend has. Like he's sitting down and like watching it as we speak.
I mean,
Me,
I
I
cleared
just-
40 episodes of Naruto yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Why did you start watching Naruto though? Like,
it just kind of felt like it.
I was gonna say, why don't you just like catch up to Black Clover and
Nah, I got to like
you know-
episode 80, then I got a little tired, low fatigued.
I'll just say
Oh.
I finished.
Wait, you got all the way to episode 80 of Black Clover?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we need to come out with another Shonen Apprentice video.
Oh, wait,
Then.
hold your
Jeez.
horses.
yeah,
This video right now.
I know. I haven't even dropped the first Shonen Apprentice yet. I wanted to see how far you would get on others before
True,
I drop it. So, but yeah, definitely. Anybody out there, I know, I get it. There's some people who have heard, that Fairy Tail is just, it's just the power of friendship, and that's pretty much it. Yes, but at the same time, no. There's also a world. There's a really nice world building in the anime. In the story, it's really good world building, and then there is no protagonist in Fairy Tail. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm
there's
just
really-
gonna go. I'm gonna throw that out there. Yeah, there is no protagonist in Fairy Tail. It may be centered around Lucy Heartfilia and Natsu Dragonmail, but it's because Lucy is the one telling the story and Natsu is her partner. So that's basically why a lot of it has to do with Natsu. But there is no protagonist in Fairy Tail. The Fairy Tail Guild is the protagonist. So, but I'm not going to keep on going on this spiel.
Everybody at once. So it's not just focusing on one person. And also, if you do watch Fairy Tail, watch the filler episodes, because if you don't watch the filler episodes, you will be lost.
I don't agree with that.
But then those aren't filler, are they?
I don't agree with that. I
Me,
don't agree with that.
I got confused in between when I didn't watch the fillers. That was just me, though. I don't know about everybody else. That's
I
their
don't
opinion.
agree. I don't agree with that. There's honestly, truthfully, there's only one filler arc, and if you're first time through, I definitely recommend you watch the arc. But if you guys are just gonna go back and try and watch Fairy Tail again, like you've stopped at a certain point and you're just gonna restart it and go back and try and finish it, just skip the Edalus arc. The Edalus arc is pointless. There's no point to the Edalus arc whatsoever. There really isn't. But all right, moving on. We gotta move on because I won't spend too long on one show. Bookish. Name one.
Is it me? All right.
Yes.
Let's go for a similar one. Ars, the heroic legend of Arslan.
Arslan.
Similar to Grand Crest
Yes.
in a way.
I kind of wish that they had come out with another season.
I don't. To be honest, I've never heard of it. Like
Never
that.
heard of it?
They actually made a video game after it, by the way.
I saw that on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get it or anything, but
It's pretty good.
saw it.
It's not bad.
I'll look it up after this because that's interests me. So I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh,
It's
I
pretty
just
good.
made a mistake.
I wish they would have made another season of it, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. What did you do?
What can you do?
What did you do?
Nothing. No, I'll
Mhm.
find it again.
Yes, said Jim made a mistake.
I accidentally got rid of the episode of Naruto I was watching, and I can't remember where I left off.
All right. Next one up
Sorry.
on my list is let's go on the list real quick. Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I like it. It's good.
Which
but
one?
I feel like Brotherhood had more interest in me though, because just for me,
Ruh-roh.
I think it felt better for me of how it went.
and
That's all I
and,
can really say.
and Kage's in the background getting triggered.
Not really sounding like you're in the background there.
Yeah. I kept quiet for a minute, but it was just like frustration. Everybody I ever talked to is just like Brotherhood was the best. No,
I didn't say it was the
Are y'all
best.
Donald
I
Trump?
just said it felt better to me. I'm not saying that the two can go hand in hand. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it felt better for me to watch it than in general. It just felt better. And anything
Bookish.
really.
Bookish, you
Ticket
haven't
to
seen
Tasmania.
you haven't seen Full Metal, have you?
Nope.
Uh,
I'm a dumpster diver.
Yes, I know this to be true. Dumpster
I don't-
diver.
I don't go gourmeting. Like, what do you think I am?
Apparently you have been here lately. You've been tasting the life of Black Clover.
True. Which is also a fantasy anime.
Yes. Black Clover is fantasy anime. So
It is.
for those of you who don't know, Black Clover is pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
So enough said. We have a
got through
whole
like 80 episodes before getting a little fatigued of it, and that was just straight.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good. It's pretty good.
Actually, I might have took a break for like a 12 episode anime, but
Oh, I have news, Bookish.
Nani?
Guess who finished Bakemonogatari the other day?
Aki Monogatari?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What'd you think of it?
I am getting involved in it. I actually like it. So I'm just going.
Nice.
I found a guy on YouTube. He basically just laid it out. Here's the semi-chronological order. Watch this. And that's what I did. I was just like, I'm going to watch the semi-chronological order. And
Nice. Yeah, you do that.
problem is, after Niso Monogatari, I have to watch the 3 movies.
There are 3
And
movies?
yes, there are 3 movies. And
I haven't even watched them.
I have to find out where they are. So to keep the story going, like moving in the right direction.
I mean, I just watched like the series, and honestly, like I didn't feel like anything was left out.
Well, I'm going to try and watch it in the list that he gave me. So, all right.
Yeah, I'll do my list, you do your list.
Deadpool.
yeah.
Plug another one.
K, or as people would call it, Kings, or Kings, the series in that general. Right?
Oh, that thing.
Would you
Yeah.
really, would you call that fantasy? Really?
I mean,
Does it have
technically, I would.
Like
I mean,
fantasy
technically,
tag?
it has a fantasy tag, but I mean, a lot of people don't say it's fantasy, but
I
me, I
I
think it's fantasy.
I've seen it a lot when I'm just like researching new anime to watch, but I've never actually
Oh,
watched it.
I've actually like sat down and watched like the very first of it, and then there's like more of it. I was like, wait, there's more, and I was like, oh god, there's Kings. They have a movie. I'm like, oh god, okay. Well, I'm not watching those for right now. I'm gonna just sit back and just wait for a minute and
Well,
let the night.
the movie was actually before the show. It's actually something to do with
Prequel.
before the show. Yeah, it's a
Oh, really?
prequel. Yeah, it's a prequel. It's how he killed the White King.
Oi!
No,
Okay.
it literally says it in the description of the movie.
Oh, well.
It says it in the synopsis. Like
I'll
that's not a
let you
spoiler.
pass this time.
Yeah, that's not a
Only
spoiler.
this once.
So,
Yeah,
hey,
I mean, it's technically tagged as a fantasy, so I don't know.
yeah. Okay, well, I mean, tagged as a fantasy, is tagged as a fantasy. All right, I'm gonna bring up one Fate series.
I've only watched Zero
God.
and like
Uh,
a minuscule amount of Stay Night.
I only watched Zero State Night, I believe. I think that was the only one I
I think
actually
it's
watched.
mainly to do with not knowing how to watch it.
Yeah,
Well,
because for
You
me, I don't know where to begin and where to end because
you
it's like
like I've
so
looked
many.
at 5 different lists and they all
you,
say different things. I'm like,
your boys are in luck. Your boys are in luck. I am a Fate series fucking fanatic. I love everything about Fate Stay, Fate Zero, Fate Unlimited Blade Works. I love them all. So, Fate Zero is obviously where you start.
for what I can say, I thought Fate Zero was entertaining.
Then you got to go Fate Stay Night, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. By the way, they're the same story. They're just told differently from different perspectives. Unlimited Blade Works is told about from the side of Archer and the spiky haired kid. I can't remember his name. And then uh just regular Fate Stay Night is told from Rin's perspective and her sister. So
I mean, I thought like Fate Zero. I'm just gonna talk about Fate Zero because I haven't watched any of the others.
that's fine.
But
That's fine.
I know that like pretty much I didn't hate being with like any of the characters specifically because like even if you didn't like the masters, then you're probably gonna like their servants, you know?
Right.
So it's like no matter who you're paired up with, you're probably gonna enjoy the scenes. Unless you're not a fan of Caster, because his master's pretty much the same as him. So
Yeah, Kester
you might
was.
not like them.
Yeah,
I thought he was fine.
I enjoyed the Berserker.
Yeah, I like his master. He's a cool guy. It's like you wanted to root for him, but at the same time you wanted to root for your main character.
Yeah. I didn't
Eh.
agree with the main character's philosophies in that one, so it was more of a Berserker.
Mm-hmm. Although he
Uh,
was like the weakest one in the
yeah,
entire competition.
kinda, yeah.
Feels bad.
Although I will say,
The guy with probably best intentions.
I will say that, God, what's her name?
Couldn't tell you. What does she look like?
It's the main character, the servant of the main character.
Saber?
Yeah, Saber is probably my favorite, honestly.
Oh, I didn't like her. Too preachy.
I liked her upstanding character. She kept the same. She tried to keep the same morality throughout the whole thing, even though she
I
knew
liked
she was being used.
Iskandar and Diarmut. Those are probably my two favorites. Iskandar for comedic relief and Diarmut just because I liked him.
I know one thing. I absolutely hated Archer.
Arch, I liked him.
I hated Archer. In that
I
one.
thought Assassin was kind of weak.
Assassin was a little too weak in that one. Yeah. All right, moving on, because Deadpool's in the back going, yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm just listening to what you guys are just saying. I'm like, okay, I need to start watching this now. That's
Yeah.
all. Like, I'm literally scrolling through it as we
Mo-
speak, and I'm
I will.
like,
s-
I have to watch these.
I will say this. I will say this before we end off on the Fate thing. Fate series really is not that difficult of a story to follow if you follow it from a chronological aspect, and B, follow it from the fact of the author's intentions. Some of the Fate series actually is side story. It's not even like it's canon, but it's like side story canon. It's not even important. Like, so if you go to watch Fate series, just keep that in mind. So I will say Fate Apocrypha was amazing. It was beautifully animated, and it was a great story. So anybody who hasn't seen that one, go watch that one.
Well, when I get round to it, I'll be sure to watch it.
All right, who's next up on the list?
That was your recommendation, so I think it's mine.
Yep.
Or not recommendation, but discussion topic.
Yep. Go for it.
All right. I'll go for one of the first anime I watched. Danmachi.
Really?
Or is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Okay, fair.
Ooh.
That's fair. Danmachi is
That's
fair.
fair. I'm caught up in that, so that is fair.
I am not caught up in that. I have not watched the
You're not
second
caught up
season.
in Danmachi?
I haven't watched the second season. No.
I
Oh,
watched the second season, and I have
I
to
watched
say,
second season and movie.
second season was just it didn't really
I enjoyed the first season more. I'll say that.
it didn't really give the oomph that it gave in season one, because in season one you just like you obviously introduction of the character, blah blah blah, but towards the end of the season then you just like get into, not trying to spoil it, but like
Yeah,
you
honestly, like last two episodes I
fight,
thought were kind of
and then you get that whole drive. It's like, oh my god, I want to see the
Yeah.
next season now.
it's like they put you through like a peaceful ending.
Yeah,
So
it's
that-
just like you go through a major battle, peaceful ending, everybody's happy, yada yada, the classic.
And
But
you're like,
once you get into
yawn. Move on.
it's
Next season.
yeah,
Bring it on.
yeah, it's like next season, all right, let's go, and it's just like you see it, and it's just like, yeah, yeah, okay, you just went through romance and stuff, okay, you just
Next
bring that up.
season's like what, fall, I think?
Yeah, because then all the shenanigans happens in the city and all that. Not trying to spoil it again, just for whoever's just out there.
They say
listening.
it's gonna release in fall, but I don't know for a fact. So I haven't watched the second season. There's a reason I haven't watched the second season, but not gonna get into that next.
What's
Mr.
the reason?
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Mr. Deadpool. I'm not getting into it.
World Break Aura of Curse for the
Oh, World Break.
Oh wow, he brought garbage to the table.
I enjoyed
I
World
liked
Break.
it,
I liked
okay?
it.
I liked it.
I liked
It
it.
gave a good story. It gave a
Well,
a
debatable, but I liked
Well,
the power aspect.
yeah, I just like that background of like this one the main character. Just the background of him is just
He has two love interests from his past lives. Like, yeah.
Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. The story interested me enough to watch it, but that's
I mean,
literally
It's not like you don't have trash that you enjoy.
yeah.
Yes,
that was-
yes, I agree. But I just
Yeah,
did. I just
it's
didn't
like
I
expect
point you
somebody.
to Suga Momo.
I just didn't expect anybody to bring trash to the table. That's all. It kind of threw me for a loop.
Hey,
I
look.
enjoyed.
Hey, look. We brung in some bangers. Sometimes we got to bring a little bit of garbage. Sometimes.
All right, all right. Next up, I'm pulling one from the list. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
I haven't
Ooh.
seen it. I've heard it's
I've
good.
seen. I'm not gonna lie. I only seen like 3 episodes.
Shame yourself, sir. It's fucking hilarious. It's got one of the cutest anime girls in all of anime.
Oh, it's quite a recommendation.
I've seen like skits and like little videos here and there. I won't lie
Yeah.
with that. Like
Same.
like they are cute. They are absolutely freaking adorable. I want to pinch their cheeks sometimes. It's just like throw them around like a rag doll. Like they're honestly that freaking cute. and I love it, and I do need to watch it. I'm
Like I
just
said, one of the cutest. I have recently found. By the way, I also recently watched Konosuba's movie.
You watched the Konosuba movie.
I did. I watched the
Did you love
Konosuba movie.
Megumin even more?
I did. You were right. You love her
Yeah.
even more. Megami best girl. Megami's best girl.
100%.
100%. Nope. It definitely Kazuma's gonna marry her. It's
Yep,
all.
has
It's
to be.
written in stone. It's written in stone.
It is.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Okay.
much
But
Konosuba
yeah,
Bible.
I brought it up because we were talking about cute anime characters, and Megamin's little sister is the fucking cutest. She really is.
She is.
She's
Mm.
adorable. All right, moving on. Pull one.
All right. You want to know what's actually fantasy?
Hmm.
Mirai Nikki.
They that consider. I guess that counts, doesn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is fantasy. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Mariniki.
I didn't enjoy the main character, but I enjoyed
I-
the overall story.
I recommend it 100% to anybody who wants to watch. It is a great story.
Okay, let's be real. The only reason we come is for
Of course, Yandere Queen,
uh,
the queen
I
of
actually
all
didn't know
yandere.
about her when I first watched the show.
Really,
Yeah, I just saw the romance tag and I thought, yeah.
I saw the whole Yandere thing because I saw her in videos before when I was new to anime. I wasn't really new to anime. I was like looking for new anime to watch, and I saw her in some videos on YouTube, and I was like, "Wait, where's this chick from?" And then I ended up looking into it, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go watch that right now." And I binged it. I watched every episode in one day, and I was just like,
That's 24
Yeah.
episodes. 24 times like 24. Do the math.
I mean,
Is that a more?
unless you don't count the opening and the ending.
Okay, we
of
can
the
maybe
show.
shave it off to like 22.
"Yeah,
Times
shave it off
24.
Shave
22."
off into like 22 minutes, just about.
22 times 24. Go for it.
It's not 22 times 24. It's 20. Well, yeah, I guess it is 24 episodes. No, 25. 25 because the OVA.
True, which I
um,
count as the proper ending.
Yes, I agree. I count that as the proper ending too. It is. It is the proper ending. Honestly, it's canon. So
Yeah. I don't want that depressing ass ending from the actual
fuck
one.
no. Fuck no.
It is a nice one.
550 minutes.
We want
Five-
to go. We don't want no bullshit.
550 minutes.
That's how many hours is that?
So basically, you hit equals that. Divide 550 time. Divide 550 on 60 minutes. That is 9 hours. 9.1 hours.
No, it's not as bad as I thought.
Mm-mm.
Good.
But still, I
It'll
binged
work.
it.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, there are some characters where you're just like, oh, I don't really care about you. Could you just kind of like leave? Or
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
it's like,
Alright.
can I get that eyeball superhero back? He was fun.
Superhero / terrorist.
Hmm.
All right, so Deadpool, pull one.
Tokyo Ravens.
Oh, Tokyo
Oh,
Ravens.
Tokyo Ravens, nice. Garbage,
Yes.
but nice. Good garbage.
Yeah.
It's good garbage.
Hey, look. I'll just say at least it's good rather
It's
than
good
not
garbage. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good garbage.
it's
Still
entertaining.
garbage. It's still garbage, but it's good garbage. Like it's
Yeah.
It's like
It-
art.
it's almost it's
To the
almost a
untrained
gem.
eye.
Like it's almost a gem. I mean I'd recommend Tokyo Ravens as like a starter anime, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend it as like your first 5, maybe like first 3 animes that you're gonna start watching.
This is when I said that it was like right in the middle of when I was watching anime. After I
Alright.
watched a lot of better shows.
All right.
Yeah.
So let
Still
me
enjoyed
bring let me bring this one up, and then I'm gonna bring up garbage, and then that's gonna be the end of garbage. Okay, that's gonna be the end of garbage. All right.
But what if we don't define it as garbage?
Well, if we don't define it as garbage, other people will define it as garbage. So
Well, it's obviously subjective. To some people, Black Clover could be garbage.
strike
One
the
Piece
blood.
is-
Strike the blood.
I mean,
I liked it.
uh,
That's all I can say.
eh,
It was
I
just
like.
your stereotypical harem.
I love strike the blood.
And if you like harem, you're gonna like it. You know.
Yeah.
It brought a different. It brought a different like.
Did it though?
It really did. It did bring a different like vibe to the harem
So
All I
it
can
really?
remember is
because
that
honestly,
fucking annoying ass catchphrase that they would say whenever they're going to fight. This is
Yeah.
my fight. No, it's not, senpai. This is our fight.
it's just
I couldn't care.
it's basically like throughout the whole entire series it's gonna be her, and it's always is her. Like
I mean, they quite. Oh wait, no, that's spoiling. Never mind.
no, it's not.
No, I was about to spoil something, but
Oh, you were about to spoil something.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if
stop.
you basically if you episode 1, it's her. So
I mean, it's the first girl trope.
yeah, it's definitely first girl trope.
Very few anime have broken said trope.
I'm hoping ReZero does.
Same, but it's not going to. You already know.
I know. I know.
I want they need to stop making this director's cut, and I'm like, just bring another season, like please. I'm
Yeah,
dying
got
over
pushed back.
this season, bro.
Honestly, I don't want them to bring a new season out because it's just gonna bring out the whole the whole waifu war of Rim versus Amelia all over
It's not
again.
even a war.
It
It's-
really
It's not
isn't.
even a war. Like Rim has accepted the fact that
Yeah.
she has lost. She's
No,
already
but-
like, okay,
But the community
I accept-
has already labeled Amelia as loser.
like, and also like in terms of the anime, Rem has already accepted the fact that it's like, okay, I lost, cool, whatever, and she like goes on about
But
her like
but
she
but
still loves
but-
him.
but I'm talking about people. I'm
Yeah.
talking about people. People will bring up the whole dredge up
I
the whole.
still
well,
have hope.
well,
in the
if
count, honestly.
Subaru had stayed with Rim, this wouldn't have happened to Subaru, and pretty much a lot of people would get mad about it. So,
Dude, I still have high hopes for the count winning Subaru's out.
of course, the count is best waifu.
I think he was a count. I don't know. He might have been like a duke or something.
Yeah, the Duke, the Count, whatever you want to call him. He's a nobleman.
Nope. Nobility.
All right, Akime got kill.
Wait, yo, that's
No,
quite
no,
literally what I had
no,
open
I-
on my screen.
No, stop!
I
You're
quite
giving
literally
me.
had a Kame get kill right here,
Akame got kill.
even though it was my turn for a recommendation.
I
Man-
cried during the whole entire friggin' show, and I still
Manga.
watched it.
No, quit
I
watching
didn't
it.
read the manga, so I enjoyed the show.
You should go read the manga.
I actually have Volume 1 right up in that shelf there.
You need to read it. You need to read it.
I will.
I'm telling you. Yeah, you need to, because you're just gonna be like, if
But
you think
manga's not the easiest to come by in Scotland.
Akame ga Kill was good, the manga 30 times better.
I have heard.
I'm just saying, I cried during the anime. I just cried during the
But-
whole entire thing because it was
And-
just emotional. For
And
me.
see, the funny part about it is a lot of things that happen in the anime don't happen in the manga.
I have also heard. Apparently, it's like an anime original
Yeah,
ending.
I think most of the stuff
Yes.
is just either it's chopped up inside the manga into like the anime, or it's just some of it is like actually in the anime and none of it is in like the actual manga.
All right, listen. From what I've seen of the anime, is it weird for me to petition as death for either best or second best girl?
Second best girl, yes.
Second,
My favorite's
I'm-
mine. But I
my-
just-
I'm sorry, my favorite is Akame.
okay, I'm gonna take that's not from the anime.
Mm-hmm.
What does Akame do in the anime?
No, I'm talking about from
She
the
does-
manga.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Because
All right.
anime-wise, like, the fuck does she do?
No, in the manga, she's big important.
Like, she eats. That's it.
All
So she does in the anime.
right, we're at 44 minutes, so we gotta end the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So
Do
unfortunate.
you want to lead us out?
Cry sad face. Yes. This has been Brickhouse Anime with Bookish and Deadpool. Deadpool,
Nice.
I am glad you joined us today, sir.
Mhm.
I am also
Appreciated it.
honored that y'all have accepted me and being in this as well in today's episode.
And if you would be so kind, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you guys are listening out there, we have shortened the videos.
Or in there. You know, either
Yeah.
or.
Yeah, we're in there. Yeah, so. All right. Bookish, got anything to say?
Nope. Man, a few words. Actions, mean 1,000 words. And I'm very lazy, so.
Well, there you go. You heard it from Bookish himself. So, have a great day, guys.